All right. Da 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 da. Gonna have to just deal with the funky lighting situation. I have not done a live stream on YouTube before, so bear with me. If you're here, say hello so I know. If you're watching the replay, if I put up a replay, let me know. Oh my goodness. I don't know how long I'll be doing this, so we're just winging it. This is the first time, but I am going to be working on an embroidery. I do hope that some peeps show up live so that we can maybe talk about, real life experiences, and do some stuff on that. And if not, that's cool. I'll babble. I'll babble for a bit, and talk about just kind of, you could say, like art therapy in general, or my suggestions. Now I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. Am I a therapist? No. Am I an artist? Yes. I am not like a therapist or an art therapist in specialty, but if you guys follow my channel, then you know that, like, I'm here to help with the empowerment, here to give guidance where I can, and I really do base that off of not only my personal experiences and perspectives and things like that, but also base that off of all of the ways in which I've educated myself over the years. Like, girl is just like book reader galore. So I do educate myself on different things in regards to mindset, emotions, and energetics, and empowerment and self-love and all that good stuff. So so hopefully we'll have a fun conversation. Like I said, you're gonna see me like piddling. I wish I could give you, like, there's not much of a view. I'll hold it up at some point, but I am working on this embroidery piece. I do like to embroider for fun, and I'm incorporating these actual bones. You can see them popping off. They were collected ethically, so for anyone who's gonna be like, what did you kill? I didn't kill anything. But yeah, I'm like working on kind of, this looks super dark right now, like in the literal like dark sense, but I am working on creating these vines, and then I'm gonna have golden leaves kind of coming off of them, and it'll circle around in a loop, and I'll have vines going everywhere, all the good things. And so I'm tacking those bones down with the vines and the thread. If you hear random noises, it's because I have pets and family and all the things, and it is life. So again, if you pop on at any time, say hello in the chat. I hope the chat works. I don't know. Again, I don't YouTube live stream. Never done it, so this is a first. But yeah, so I guess I'll just randomly chat for a bit, and then we'll see where things go from there. I love doing. Well, I will say this. I should probably put this in the chat for anybody that pops on. Hi, Jess. Jess says hello. Thanks for joining me, Jess. I was gonna put this in the chat. Maybe I'll do it at some point. But if you, like I said, you bring the art, I bring the therapy. So if you have any questions or things you might need guidance with, now, given if you're watching like the replay, if I put up the replay, then what was I gonna say? If you comment it after we're live, then I'm not going to respond. That is something, again, I reserve for my Empowered University students. But if you're here live, then definitely, if you have questions or something you need support with, or you need some guidance or help, moving through something that feels especially difficult or tough or challenging, put it in the chat, and I will be happy to give, as much guidance as I can, given what you share with me. And we can kind of have a bit of a back and forth in that sense. So that is the perks of coming to the live streams live. And yeah, that's what we're doing. But I This is going to be me just talking to myself for a while. I'm talking to you, I know, but still. No, I love doing. I did art okay. Just we'll get some background going on here because maybe if I do more of these, people would be interested in knowing. But of course, I went to college. I got my bachelor's degree in photography, and so I have done art in many of forms, and I do. It's so weird because it's like I consider myself like an artist, but I went to school for it. Um, did it as a job, did it for my business. I've done photography. I got into jewelry making. If you've been with me for a hot minute, or if you go way deep in my YouTube channel, you'd see that like I used to make jewelry and then I would photograph it myself. So now I really am just kind of trying to build this relationship with art as like more of a just a personal joy. And I think jewelry was that for me for a little while. And this might be something to even reflect on in your own life. Where has art been therapy for you? Maybe you didn't even realize it, but I think for me, starting that jewelry business, it really was more so like therapy for me. It was really helpful in my mental health journey, and then once I had kind of gotten out of that and I found a bigger purpose, I was like, oh, I don't really want to just be making jewelry anymore. But again, art is really cathartic and um, just soothing. And it just gives, I think, because it gives your brain really something to focus on when it might otherwise be running wild with thoughts, with frustrations, with worries, with excitement, with any and everything. Um, so that's where this might actually get difficult because I wonder if my brain will just shut off as I start to sew. Um, but I art can be this really therapeutic thing, and I think art comes in so many forms. I think I've talked about this on my podcast, Simply Happy. So if you listen to that, cool. If not, go in the description if you dig podcasts and go listen to it. But art, to me, like art can come in the form of sewing. It can come in the form of, interior design. It can come in the form of freaking creating graphs, like graph sheets, Excel sheets, or anything. It can come in so many forms. Wow. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, I think I'm gonna share this. We're just gonna maybe we won't. Maybe we won't get into this. Okay. Someone's threatening me in the comments, which cool. Um anyway, this is why art is important, because if people start throwing threats at you, then you can just continue about sewing and say, I appreciate that maybe you have concerns about me and who I am, but also it's me and who I am, and I'm not harming anybody. So I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy your beliefs. Thank you, person. Uh, this is how the first live stream would go. But honestly, this is why having an outlet that's it's not a threat, it's a command. Oh well, I don't listen to commands from people. So if you want to leave any more commands, I'm going to encourage you not to. Otherwise, I'll have to block you, and you can just go if you'd like. So yeah. Um, Again, that's all I've got to say on that. But this is why it's valuable to have outlets that help you to slow down, help you to balance yourself, help you to know how to control or ground your thoughts and emotions, because we can't control what other people are going to do. We can't control what they're going to say, how they're going to treat us, how they're going to perceive us. So if we have ways in life in which we can have that confidence and that courage to stay as who we are and to still be able to treat other people with kindness, or even to be able to just, not bother with people that are not willing to maybe have a calm and collected conversation with us, then that, that's a really powerful thing to be able to do, is if we can, we want to try to stay in that place. Otherwise, I don't know, the world just becomes a really nasty place. That's how I feel about that. Hi, Sunny. You're encouraging me to get the canvas and paints. I haven't been tapping into my creative outlets for quite some time. Yeah, do it. Get it, Sunny. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh, I used to paint when I was younger, and I loved it. Was I good? No. I mean, maybe debatable, but I enjoyed it. And that's the thing with art. You don't have to be like good at it. If it brings you joy, that is good enough. So I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that. I hope you go get it and you come and paint while I sew. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm gonna take a breath really quick. That's what I'm gonna do. This is just real life sometimes. I try not to filter out anything that feels too tough or challenging, because I want you guys to I always want to bring the fun, and I want to bring the guidance if I can. But I also want to bring just the realities of life, because by no means, I hope no one ever sees what I put out there, or sees me and sees just oh, it's all just perfect, and it's sunny and it's rainbows and nothing is ever hard. Because it is, but again, life doesn't have to feel hard. It's we can help to kind of balance that out a bit, if you will. Like, I like to, instead of using words like hard, I like to use words like challenging, or uh you know uh challenging is probably my go-to. Right. Okay. Sunny says, right. I have zero intentions of actually trying to do it professionally, but it's very therapeutic. Yeah. And oh, I love that you do it because it's therapeutic for you. Heck, yes. um, I used to doodle all the time too, because it was just like a fun outlet for me. And yeah, I think that's so fun when you can have that distinction. It's great. I think sometimes if what is therapy can also be professional, but at the same time, I think it's really cool to know that distinction, and for all of us to know that we don't have to um we don't have to do something professionally. We don't have to create for a purpose other than maybe to create or to enjoy. And I think when we know that about ourselves, it's really beneficial. I know for me, and I've talked with Jess about this as well, actually, who's on the live stream. Our brains, we've had times where our brains try to monetize everything, where it's like, oh, I'm making this thing, and it starts out from just a place of joy, and then you're just like, oh, I could maybe sell these. I could go to a market. I could off, whatever. Um, and I've had to encourage that part of my brain to just chill out. Be like, no, you can just make it. And what's been really fun for me, and I don't know if any of you relate, but something that can just be purely therapeutic for you. Like me, I'm making these embroideries and I just hang them on my wall. That's all I've been doing with them. And but for me, it's just joy, it's just peace, it's just harmony in the form of getting to create and do something. But then I'm finding that there are certain pieces that I want to just give as a gift, and I'm willing to just let it go, because I don't have that super intense attachment to it, because I just made it to have fun, or to make it and bring myself some therapy. And now they hang on my wall until I'm like, oh, this would be perfect for someone, and I can just give it as a gift, which is really cool. Sunny says, yes, I'm a professional chef. Oh, there you go. But after 3 years, I realized I love to cook when I can take my time and put so much love into it. Oh, I love that so much. Doing it on a mass scale is stressful and takes the fun out. Oh, yes, Sunny, so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have so many feelings about this. I relate, Sunny, because I feel like for me, um, these making videos on YouTube is totally an art form, and is a fun outlet for me. And I was in a similar space as well, where it was like, oh, you have to put out a video every single week, and you got to make it about this kind of content and do this, and it just got really rigid, and like, I should do this, you should, you should have to do that. That doesn't make sense. But you get what I'm saying, like, you kind of fall into this, like, oh, I'm supposed to. And then it becomes a much, like, it could be a speedier process, it could just be a bigger workload, and you lose that joy. That's what got you into it in the first place. And so I know that when I, you know came back with videos, and maybe this, I don't know if you relate to this, Sunny, but, like, you kind of come back and you go, okay, I still love to cook, and I still want to do it professionally, but, like, I need to find a way in which I do it in a rhythm that I enjoy and that other people are still going to appreciate. Um, and I think that second one is, like, so. It really should be about, about the joy first. And so, I think, I know for me, as this is just becoming a random chat, but I know for me, as far as, like, art in business, it's very much become, I need to do what is best for me and for the art form first and foremost. And the business stuff kind of comes secondary. And really learning to work in a way that is aligned for me, or create in a way, let's create in a way that is in alignment. So now I'm going back to school for culinary arts so I can hone my craft and cultivate these spaces similar to a supper club where it's very intimate. Yes. And people come for more of an experience. Yes. That's that alignment. Oh, I love that. I'm so excited for you, Sunny. That's amazing. Oh, that's so exciting. I like oh man, hopefully if we keep doing more of these and you keep coming, like, I would love to hear how all that continues to unfold for you. That's so awesome. Yeah. So, sometimes we go through, the experiences first. We have to experience it in a way that maybe isn't, like, doesn't feel the best, to even get that opportunity to learn what we do want to do, or what direction we do want to go in. And that's really, like, that's really where the value comes in. Um and again, I think, even bringing this back to, like, that art component, is it just, like, again, like you were saying, like honing your craft, like, it's helps to, what am I trying to say? It helps, like, refine what we're creating, along with, um how we're expressing it in the world, if you will. So yeah, I love this conversation. Um, whew. I kind of wanted to bring this up, so I might just do it now, since we don't have too much else going on. But I was thinking about it the other day, as I was making this, um, which I've also, like, well, I'll just leave that alone. Anyway, while I was making this, I was also thinking, of using art as a bit of a reflective tool. Sunny says, "Thank you. I'm extremely nervous and excited because I'm leaving Florida, but it's going to be amazing. I'll keep you posted." Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited for you. It's fun, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna, like, tangent away and we'll tangent back. But my business, like, and the way that I create and everything drastically changed when I moved to Colorado from Florida, and it, like, I think it drastically changed for the better, and I think that that kind of change in environment helped facilitate that. So I hope that it is the same for you, that it's kind of nerve-wracking and you're going to a whole new space where maybe you, like, I don't know, like, I didn't know anybody really when we came here. I didn't know anybody. So, that's always nerve-wracking, but then it, like, I don't know, it can just open you up in ways that you would not have anticipated. But what I was saying before was using your art as a reflective tool to do your own bit of therapy if you want. I mean, you don't have to. You could just do it to feel better. um, Oh my gosh, Sunny, you're coming to Colorado? That's so cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're gonna have to like, I don't know, send me an email, Sunny. Send me an email or DM or something. Maybe we'll have to connect. Um, oh, but yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna get to this point. I swear to goodness. Uh, so sometimes I look at my art and I'm just kind of like, I look at what I'm creating and I look at it from a lens of like, what is this maybe saying about how I'm feeling or what mindset I'm in or something I'm trying to process or work through. Um, like once I just wanted to embroider these golden leaves, like fall leaves, on just a bunch of vines, which is also what's kind of inspiring this bit here, this piece. Um, and I just realized like I was so much in a headspace of releasing things and of letting things go that it was being reflected in my artwork. And it was really cool to be able to look at what you're creating and see how it's a kind of reflection of self in a way. And even, you know, you can like use that just to for information about yourself or even to go like, oh, so example of this, like when I was younger, I didn't think to do this, but if I would have looked at my artwork, it was very dark, it was very morbid, it was very heavy, and that could have been a really, you know, great tool for me to go, wow, I'm in a really intense headspace. You know, am I happy with that headspace or is that something that like I want to stay connected to or is that something I want to change? And I just never thought to do that. It was just this is who I am. This is the way I am. And and I didn't use it as kind of an opportunity to learn something about myself and also make a choice about who I was being, um, you know, at that time. So even with this piece, like it seems super dark and morbid, right? Like I'm using like mouse. It's like a combination of like mouse bones. Like these are jaws. These are hips. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe not the hips, but like the thigh. I don't know. These are some snake ribs, and then this is a mouse skull. Um, and you know, I've got these vines, and it's all kind of going to be spewing out from the middle, but it's going to be all these like bright golden leaves. And so for me, I feel like it's kind of this reflection of embracing the darkness of life. Like there are going to be things in life that are maybe feel more negative or that we wish we could change, and it's just about kind of seeing those things as they are and not trying to do anything, not trying to do anything about that, but like finding acceptance, but also finding the light that can be found within all of that. And I feel like that's kind of maybe the headspace I'm in right now is harmonizing those two in my own life, so I can see how that's like reflecting in my art. Sun says, I know I need a change of scenery to readjust and really dive into the joy of why I began cooking. Yes, you don't have to stop distracting me, Sonny. You can keep talking to me. Oh, I am a-okay with it. See, I just need to exercise some personal control and finish my thought before responding to a comment. That's something I'm working on. This is therapy for me, realizing that like, oh, I can do that. You can finish a thought form, Olivia, and then respond to somebody's comment. Okay. Oh my gosh, that tea was still so hot. It's delicious though. Does anybody ever do that? Just get so thrilled to drink something that you just scorch your entire mouth. I've done it with pizza and I've done it with tea. Those would be my two. Although I don't really eat pizza anymore. I gotta spin this doodad. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what else? What else we got going on? You need any help with anything, Sonny? Do you need therapy? Because I'm here for you, and you're here live, so I am all for it. Otherwise, I will just keep rambling about things. Trying to think of how long I'll do this. Maybe I'll just do it for like 30 minutes this time. We're at 25 minutes already, so we'll see. I didn't have a plan with doing these, and I do know there was some people that wanted to join that weren't able to, so maybe I will do this again. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, maybe I'll just take a moment to be quiet and breathe and sew and let you do your art that you're doing. Oh my gosh, I love the sound of thread going through fabric. It's satisfying. That's another way that you can view art actually, as a bit of therapy. Um, just that sensory uh, bit of it, really immersing yourself in that present moment, listening to the sounds, feeling the textures. Um, if it has, if you're painting, maybe it has smells or something, all that good stuff. So you can really kind of dive into it on a sensory level. Jess says, what is your favorite go-to outlet when you're overwhelmed with life? Ooh, good question. Art, reading, walking. Okay, this is a great question. And I do feel like it depends a bit on the circumstance that I'm in. So I'll get to both of them. Okay, so like if I can go and do anything, like if I have complete freedom, I would say when I'm overwhelmed with life, going out into nature, specifically the mountains, that's my jam. If I can go just be in a quiet bit of nature and just sit with it, it melts everything away. It just slows me down. It connects me. It's like, it's my jam. Like if I can just sit in nature, it's almost like a complete reset for me. And I'm able to, whatever was overwhelming me, I'm able to think really clearly after that. Um, and for anyone else, that can just be something that you feel really connected with. For me, it's nature, specifically foresty mountains. Um, that's what I love. And then the other situation is, let's say I can't just go out in nature, because that has totally been the case many a times. I have two small chillins. I can't just run away. I mean, I could, but like, not gonna. um, so in that kind of situation, ooh, gosh, what is my favorite go-to outlet when I'm overwhelmed with life? In that situation, I would say it might be between reading a book or listening to music. Those are my two favorite go-tos, and I think it just kind of depends on like, oh, what have I done? Oh no, I did the wrong side. No one will notice. Don't worry about it. Um, those would be my two, I think. Um, and again, like I said, it just depends on the mood that I'm in. If I can put on noise canceling headphones and just snuggle up in bed or something and read, that's a really good way for me to kind of get out of my own head and decompress. And then again, kind of feel that bit of a reset. And if I don't feel like reading, or I can't really maybe get that quiet, I'll just put on music that kind of lifts me up. Like if I'm in the car, music is one way to go, one major way to go for me, because I love singing. So those are mine. What's your favorite go-to, Jess? Now I want to know. Um, but yeah, those would be mine. I'm trying to think of anything else. That's what's so cool. I think like mute. Oh, that ooh. See, this is where okay, we're tying it all back to art therapy, because here we are. I think art therapy can sometimes be doing art, right? Creating art, making art, being art, all things. It can also be appreciating somebody else's art. And I think that is a really great form of art therapy as well. Like music is art, somebody's writing is art. Um, movies and TV. I mean, as long as you're not like, I think those can be really good points of therapy, honestly, as long as you're not like numbing yourself out for like the whole day with like a movie or shows or something like that. And same goes with everything. I mean, you could numb yourself out for a whole day with a book. So like, to each their own. But I'm a big proponent. I don't know if that was the correct word. I'm a big advocate for everything in moderation. Jess says, I think I'm a project person. So I like to work on an ongoing project, embroidering, writing, whatever it is, or snuggling with my puppy. Yes, those are so good. Oh, I love those. See, I think it's just like, it's those things that like bring you into the present moment, that get you out of the space of being wrapped up in the past or wrapped up in, future pacing and all of that stuff. I think it's whatever can help bring you back to the now, back to the present moment. And you can do that in really tactical ways rather than just being like, be present, be more present. You can do it in ways that are like, that you enjoy. We don't have to like think about those things. We can just have tools and techniques that we utilize that just get us there, which is really awesome. Heck yes. Okay, look how far I am. Woo! I wonder where you're at. I was like there. And I made it all the way over yonder. I'm trying to finish the circle. And then I'll like... That's how I art. Man, if sewing actually sounded like that. Hilarious. That'd be great. Okay. Well, I think I'll do one last call. Like, anyone have anything they would like to ask me or seek guidance on, or anything, who is live currently in the chat? If you're not live, probably won't get to your question, and I hope you join us on the next one. Or I hope you become enrolled as an Empowered University student, where we do this all the time. We literally do this like almost once every week. And we get this space to just ask questions, have these conversations, and all that good stuff. So I will wait like another minute or so, and then I'll probably end the live stream. Yeah. I do have a couple of classes coming this month, so if you are not subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe so you don't miss those. And then I'm trying to think of what else. I do have some fun big vlogs coming up. I'll just put that out there. If anybody watches this soon, but I'll just put this here for anybody who makes it to the end. Surprise! We did just get our mountain house, which is very exciting. We're not closed yet, but we are on our way. So we announced that to the girls, and I did record it. So I just need to cut that vlog together and hiccup and all that good stuff. And then I have my whole New Mexico trip, where we went to Santa Fe, and we went to Albuquerque and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be editing that soon, hopefully, but it's like 160 videos I need to edit together. So we'll get there. But those are some fun vlogs that are coming as well. So I'm loving the direction I've taken with this channel, where there are vlogs, but there are also classes. And then it would be fun, honestly, to incorporate more of these live streams if you guys are enjoying them. Let me know in the comments if you liked what we did here. And maybe it won't always be art therapy. Maybe we can mix it up. But I think I'll do another art therapy one at some point. And if you're watching the replay and you dig it, please let me know in the comments so I can tell if you guys like it or not. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to keep working on this bad boy. And maybe the next time, when the next time we do this, hopefully I'll be on some leaves. I just pulled my thread right out of my needle. Anyway, yeah, hopefully I'll be onto some leaves and we can watch this thing progress. Maybe I'll do this I'll do these live streams until this is done. We'll see. Sunny said, thank you for holding space and getting me to paint. Yay! I'll share it with you on IG. Yes, be back for sure. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sunny, for coming. Thank you, Jess, for coming. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you all on the next one. Love you. Oh, should I do my regular outro? Like, thank you. Wait, what do I do for my outro? Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, as always. You keep saying simply awesome. I'll keep saying simply Ollie. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Except now I have to hit the end stream button. Okay, love you guys. Bye.